All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. And it's sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing and pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Adawan Ratazah, which is Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson, to those of you who may watch this, you know. I want to go on this topic of prophecy and conduct. Those are two of the main things that you should worry about in this truth or focus on. Okay? Prophecy and conduct, And that's one of the things that the brother Pasha, from the GMS, the DC camp, GMS, the city, and his DMV, that's his channel. He always goes in on, I seen it in one of the videos. He said prophecy and conduct, and through the, having conversations with him. That's one of the things that brothers always talk about. Is sticking to the prophecies. What's going to happen. And how men are supposed to conduct themselves in this truth. Okay? One of the things that you're supposed to do as a man is you're supposed to study so that yourself is approved. And of course, when you come into the truth, it's new to you, so you wanna get as much information as you can, because your mind is like a sponge. You have to soak up all of this information, which it's a lot to process, and you get the whole role, okay, and then you go out and then you teach. You put your hand forward to that. You put your hand towards that plow. That's a part of doing the work. Going out there on the streets, the highway and hedges, and teaching. Okay. Now, prophecy. The word prophecy means to say before. Okay, say something before it happens. Okay, which we know that through the Spirit. Okay, which the Lord revealed onto his servants, the prophets, the mysteries that are written in the scriptures, like how America is Babylon the Great, that America, which is Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed, okay, in World War III by thermonuclear destruction, how Yahweh is going to send his son, Yahweh Shah, to save his elect chosen, his chosen elect. Okay. Now, this is 2 Peter 3 and 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." Okay, which the day of the Lord didn't happen yet. It's soon to happen. It can happen a couple months from now. It could happen a year from now, 2 years from now. We don't know. The scripture says that, the only one that knows is, the Most High Father. Okay? And you got to look at it, in this truth. Okay? A part of the conduct is every day that goes by is another day closer to salvation. Every day that goes by is another day closer to the day of the Lord. Okay? So it says, the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. Okay? And that's them missiles. When the Lord rains down them thermonuclear missiles, okay, which a lot of these countries like North Korea, China, Russia, okay, a lot of these countries, they have these missile shows where they're walking. I mean, they're having these missiles. They're going through the city with these missiles, and they're basically showing them off. You know, like yeah, there's no need to fear. As long as we got this big, dumb missile, you know, we gonna get the job done. And that puts confidence in those people that are living in those countries. They see them missiles and they start thinking that those missiles are what's going to really protect them at the end of the day, from anything, any enemy that comes between them or come against them. So us in the know, we know that those missiles that these countries have, they're going to use them. They didn't make them missiles, just for the sake of, bluffing. They made them missiles with the intents of, control or power. And the way that America conducts themselves, is contrary to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, but we know that through the spirit that Yahweh by Shemiah Shah is the one who controls them. They move contrary to the scriptures, but the scriptures talk about how America, conducts themselves, and they want to go into all these other countries and, spread their philosophies and stuff like that. Whereas though these countries that have these missiles, they not down with that, and that's going to lead to a power struggle. Okay, it says, and the elements shall melt away with fervent heat. Okay, everything that as you see it, these buildings. Okay, this concrete. Okay, these street lights, these schools. These signs, the air. These clouds. Okay, literally everything. The water. It says shall melt with fervent heat. It says the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. These trees, the dirt, it's all gonna be burnt up. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Okay? So what manner of person ought you to be, in all conversation and godliness? Okay? Which the scriptures talk about how, what type of conversation and conduct you're supposed to be in. Not in the ways of this world, how we was before we came into this truth, but you got a lot of people that come into this truth and they don't wipe off that old man, they don't get rid of the ways of this world. They come into this, when you come into this truth, you have to be a new man. Okay? And we don't do things according to how we want to when you come into this truth. You got to know, a part of the conduct is knowing who you represent. Who you represent don't just boil down to, when you out there on the highway in hedges. It's when that camera is off, like for example, when I'm done with this video, I'm not going to go back to being a hypocrite as if, everything that I'm saying in this video, I don't live it. You got to live this word, man. Your conduct should be outside of this truth. When you not on the highway and hedges, not when when people are seeing you on videos, but when going to work, okay, waking up in the morning, on down to your diet, the foods that you eat, the things that you put inside your system, this all boils down to conduct, man. Are you being a brother? Because the thing is that at the end of the day, we have to know who we're representing. The scripture says that at the end of the day, in the end times, that there will be some people that fall away from the faith, man. They forget what type of man they was. They go back into the world. They end up being a nigga again. And most often times, them guys that who end up being niggas again, they never fully wipe the ways of this world, away from them, man. The men of the Lord are going to be wiped clean, man. Clean as if the ways of this world are off of them. Now the people that are in this world, they're going to be wiped clean also, because the missiles are going to come and they're going to destroy them. Now a part of the conduct and the prophecy, is who we're representing. It's because some people come into this truth and they think that it's about representing just Israel. No, we're representing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And ultimately we're the sons of God, which boils down to Israelites, because you got 2/3 of our people who are Israelites, that don't know what that they are, or you got some people that may know that they're Israelites, but they're not acting as though the elect should. A part of the prophecy that is going to come is that we're supposed to be doing, okay, is we're representing the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and with representing the name, it comes with a certain code of mannerism, man. A code of conduct, man. How you supposed to walk, because if you don't walk that straight gait, okay, then you bound for you on a path to destruction, man. This is Psalms 91, and I'm gonna start at 13. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, and the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under your feet. Right? Because the Lord, with a part of this conduct also is knowing that the Lord is with you, and that, you gotta have faith that the Lord is with you. So you gotta, of course, walk that straight gate, but you also gotta have that confidence, that, like the brother Pasai, he did a video. If you got rank, then use it. If you know this truth, then act like you know this truth. Act like you know the Lord is with you. I mean, put forth that action that the Lord is with you. Pray. It says I gotta make this point, because at the end of the day, you got a lot of people, that act as though that men of the Lord never get weak. We do get weak, man. Yahushua got weak. So when you go through the scriptures, Paul said, just paraphrasing it, even in my weakness, I am strong, man. But with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, we're technically never weak, man, because we got the Lord with us. Okay? It says, because he has set his love upon me. Okay, the conduct goes into loving the Lord. Okay, and if you love the Lord, these are the things that the Lord are going to do. It says, therefore will I deliver him. Okay, with that, that when Yahushua comes, the ones that are found without spot and are blameless, those are the ones that are going to be delivered. Right? It says, I will set him on high because he has known my name. And this is a prophecy. Okay? Because the men that the Lord gave his name to, they stood stiffly for his name. Okay? The Lord is going to deliver them. Okay? Which this is a prophecy. It says, he shall call upon me and I will answer him. Okay? I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. So the things that we do are supposed to be honorable. Okay? We're supposed to walk with honor. Okay? The Lord is our banner. You know? We're not supposed to fear what men can do to us. You know? We supposed to have this mindset. The Lord is with us. You know? I gotta do what the Lord said. You know, I gotta fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because if I don't, I'm going to get destroyed. You know? It says, I will honor him with long life. Will I satisfy him and show him my salvation? You know, the Lord is going to bless you. You know, so far beyond, you know, what our minds can comprehend, man. You know, at this present moment, you know, whatever we put our hands to, man, it's gonna turn to gold, you know, so to say, you know. But, you know, that's pretty much the point, man, that, you know, conduct and prophecy are, you know, two of the main things that men of the Lord are supposed to be sticking to, you know. You're supposed to love the Lord, you know what's going on, and when you know what's going on, okay, you get your mind ready and geared for what's going on, you know, so that you don't be partakers of this destruction that is to come, man. You know, it's gonna be some real heat, man, that's about to come, man. You know, that unbearable heat, man, and you know, you don't want to be a part of that, man. You know, but with that, you know, hopefully this was edifying. I want to say shalom till next time.